Growth therapy.
Next episode.
Yeah,
okay, let's
next
go.
Episode. Anyways, hi.
Hi. How come we've never been able to do a swift intro? Anytime
I don't know,
because
I like a candid beginning. I liked for it to just be like, hey, you just tuned into us just chilling, and it's not so fucking professional.
Yeah, and I think people know it's me on the podcast because it takes forever to get to the like, hey, you're listening to Pro Girl Therapy.
I just feel weird being like, hit record and then like get to it. You know what I mean? I like a little bit of a
pregame.
A pregame.
I get that.
You know what I mean? Except no alcohol.
I know.
Wait,
what? Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's okay. We don't need that anymore.
I've
never needed it.
I've never needed it. Actually, my old boss found out I had like a Zoom call with him today, and we were like talking, and he was like, "Wow, you have a lot of alcohol on top of your fridge." And I was like, "Well, I don't drink." And he's like known me for years, and he was like, "You don't."
You seem like a person that would drink.
Oh yeah, and maybe it's my white trash tendencies. I don't know. Or the fact that I'm Irish, or like
I don't know, like
I while out. I don't need to drink. Once you party with me, you're like, ooh.
No, yeah, we've had so many great times where I was fucked up and you were.
Remember I tried to fight that dude,
Caesar?
Yeah,
was it Caesar we tried to fight?
No, we didn't try to fight
that was
Caesar.
with Jess. That was with
Jess. I tried to fight the dude, and Jess was like, "Don't you know who I am?" And I was like, "I'm pretty sure he doesn't."
Oh yeah, Jess was trying to fight someone, and it was like her cousin. I don't know. It was
her cousin stopped her, and then didn't stop me because her cousin didn't know who I was. So then I like bucked up on the guy, and then I like turned around and I was like, "Oh, no one's defending me." And I was like, but then thankfully, the Virgil bouncer like loves us, and he was like, "Come on."
It's so funny because now Jess is sober.
I know.
Because it's like times like that she would get real fucked up, and then it was
it was so much fun.
It was so much fun when she was drunk. But I do love her sober now.
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love her.
I know. We've had so many great nights at the Virgil.
Oh, man, R.I.P. Let's hope they get through this. Like
I know. We should do a live show there. I always say that.
I know. I feel like we really can. I do think that you could do a live show outdoors. Like it's a bit possible.
It's just I don't know. I would want everyone to be drunk at live show. So I just feel like it just wouldn't be fun if we.
Do you want them to show up drunk? Is that what you're saying?
I want them to
just get drunk there.
Yeah, I want it to be a fucking party.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh god, man, that's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a while.
Isn't that crazy?
It's fucked up.
I had a TikTok for a day. Yeah. I don't know if you know this.
Wait, hold on. Let's
start. See? Look at this. Okay.
Okay. Hold your TikTok.
Holding.
Hi, guys. It's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Pro Girl Therapy. And guess the fuck what?
You already know it's Rose McAleese on the pod.
Rose all day. And guess what? I got a wine sponsorship, Usual Wines, and I drink their fucking rosé.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Do they want to name a rosé after Broke Girl Therapy? Because you also
that would be dope. Broke Girl Therapy, like
a rosé.
A rosé McAleese. You should get sponsored. And you don't even drink.
And I don't even drink. I know. But I'm just saying, like, even your merch, which is available on your website right now, brokegirltherapy.com. Yes. I'm wearing the sweatpants. The brand is strong. It's like your color is like a soft pink, like a rosé.
Right. Exactly.
Are we doing the ad right now?
Yeah, I think this is it. Rosé all day, Usual Wines. Use the code BROKE, BROKE.
Usual Wines. Do you want my voice? Or just get Broke Girl Therapy
merch. Yeah.
Yeah. Just get Broke Girl Therapy merch.
Anyways, your TikTok.
Oh, yeah. So I had a TikTok for a day, and I did 2 videos. One was a response to some girl that was watching.
I'm recording, right? I'm sorry.
Yes, I see the flashing
red dot. I don't know why I just got all of a sudden. I was like, am I recording?
You're not even high.
I'm not. I don't know. I think it's because I haven't recorded in like a month and a half, so I feel out of
the loop. You're like, I have to do all the simple checks.
Right, and I forgot it. This is why I need an intern.
Oh, I know. Hey, if you want to be an intern.
Yeah. I need an intern to help me find an intern. Like, I have no time for anything.
I'll find you an intern.
Okay.
People DM me at Rose_Etta_Stone. I don't need a resume. I just need to know what you're good at.
Yeah, Rose, if you could find me an intern, that would be amazing.
Okay. Oh my God, this is it. Okay. Intern, send all your things.
You have to live in LA though. You have to live in LA.
You have to live in LA. You have to have access to a car. You don't have to own a car, just access to a car.
Yes.
But more importantly, I don't care about resumes. And I don't care if,
I love that you say I don't care.
I don't care because it's not even my intern. What I'm saying is that I feel like people are always like scared to apply to things.
Right. Just honestly, if you just want to be,
if you're, you know,
if you get, I need extra eyes. I'm like, just right now, I freaked out. I'm like, wait, am I recording?
Yeah. Also, if you want to like learn about making a podcast, like I was so impressed by when you were like, change the vowels. But anyways, we won't.
TikTok.
And that's not
even the topic of discussion.
We haven't not even it. I had a TikTok. I've had it for a day, and I did 2 videos. One video was in the response because someone sent it to me, which is someone was watching American Pie Girls Rule, which I like wrote some jokes for, and I'm in for like 3 seconds.
Literally.
Not even 3 seconds, like 2 seconds, and I like wink. I'm a lunch lady. That's what happens with writers. Literally, we wrote we wrote jokes, and then they were like, "Do you guys want to be in it?" And we were like, "Okay." And we like show up on set, just like hang out and like do like punch up jokes. And then they were like, "Be a lunch lady." And I was like, me and my friend Jamie were like, "Okay."
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
But then someone recorded it and was like, "Is this Saoirse Ronan?"
Yeah. And you know what? They tagged me and you're like, "Is this Rose?"
I know. Someone else. You sent it to me. 2 of my former students sent it to me.
Shut the
my
fuck
friend
up,
Raven
really?
sent it to me. And then my friend Jessie sent it to me.
Oh my God. So everyone sent it to you?
Yeah. And it's like so weird because like also Jesse's like not someone that like he's never on TikTok. So I was like, how the fuck I guess his girlfriend like saw it. And I was like, didn't you go to high school with this girl? And I was like, yeah. So like all these people sent it, and so I responded, and I was like, I am not Saoirse Ronan. I get that a lot. We're both Irish and have freckles. But yeah, so like I did the response.
You're like, I'm Rose from Vocal Therapy.
I'm Rose from Vocal Therapy, or you know, your local coffee shop screenwriter. Anyways, but then the second TikTok I did, which ties into the Virgil thing, which is we have yet to hear the Savage remix in a nightclub.
I know.
We also have yet to hear WAP in a nightclub.
Honestly, I would not be able to handle WAP at the Virgil. I would go fucking crazy.
Just bounce off the walls.
Especially if it's like post-pandemic.
Post-pandemic, yeah. Where it's like, you know, wet ass pandemic.
Right.
Like we out here, masks off, going ham.
Exactly.
I literally feel like I would do that like scene and She's All That where Usher dances and like clears like parts the dance floor and they do that.
You don't have to come. You know,
yes.
when Usher enters up into that music video.
Yes, like but like he does that like splits the dance floor. Right. And then everyone starts doing this like weird, like, I don't jive dance. It's strange. But I imagine like doing that and like trying to like recreate them like walking down the hallway, just being like, yes, there's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes. So yeah, those were my.
I missed the Virgil.
And the thing that I wrote in my TikTok, which was, it's going to be a point where that song is going to be a throwback.
That's going to be so fucking sad.
I know. They're going to be like, hey,
I didn't think we were having another shutdown too.
Oh, Seattle already did. Like
yeah,
my mom
same
was
with
like
Oakland.
Oh, okay, let's go into this. No, let's go. That's it. No one cares about my mom. Just kidding. My mom's great. She just wants me to come home.
I love your mom. Yeah.
My mom's the biggest fan of you and the podcast.
I love your mom so much. Does she actually watch like when she's on it? Oh my God, does she
And
really?
literally she has said many times that she has had it on. My dad has walked into the room and then walked out. Like he like listens and he's like, he hears your voice and my voice and he's like, nope. And like walks out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, Dot. I love you. I'm such a fan. Every time she responds to my comments, I'm like, fangirling. I'm like, yes. Like, oh my God.
A lot of people are like that.
I don't know. She's a star.
She's
a fucking star. She's a gem.
She is. It's so hard to like follow in her shadow. But she's a great woman.
Yeah, she is.
But yes, so you went to Oakland.
I went to Oakland. But I think we should start with what happened pre-Oakland.
Flashback. Okay, what happened pre-Oakland? PO, we'll call it.
PO, yeah.
Pre-Oakland.
So I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I just had this really random impulsive tweet that I was like, why would you get married? What did I say again? I don't even know. I try to block it out. I
screen grabbed it, but then I was like, I'm going to delete this because I don't want you to like, you know, come back and be like, fuck everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had a moment.
That's fine. We have
them. And it's because, you know, I've said this on the show before. I lurk the shit out of his girl. He don't post shit, so I lurk her on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I did too, so it's okay.
And on Facebook, on Instagram with my fake Instagram. And guess the fuck what? She blocked my fake Instagram.
How did she know?
I don't know, bitch.
Does she listen?
She probably does, but I've never said what my fake Instagram is. I think it's because like she doesn't, have very much followers, and I'd be looking at every single story.
Oh, then that's why. Because I bet
what I should have done is I should have watched it and then blocked her for 24 hours so she doesn't see that I looked at her Instagram story.
I hate that you know this cheat code.
Because I learned my lesson. That's what I should have done.
Wait, so you want to use my Insta now?
Now I just use my actual Instagram, but then I block her.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. But like, how's she doing? Like, I just feel like it's like one of those things where I'm like, so what did she do this weekend?
What is she up to?
What is she up to?
Yeah, she posted some professionally taken engagement photos of her and Morgan.
Are they professional?
Gross.
Sorry, I'll keep my thoughts to myself.
Yeah.
They're engagement photos.
That someone took of them.
You know what's crazy? She looks good in them.
She looks great.
I was like looking at them.
She was wearing thigh boots, bitch.
No, I was like looking at them and I was like, okay, these photos aren't like that professional.
I was honestly like,
really
okay,
good.
you look really good.
See, that's
I was like, she looked really good.
I was like, you look really good. I loved her little styling. I loved that like she looked happy. But then it was like, how come he can't smile in a single photo?
No, but honestly, you know what's so fucked up? I was even like, damn, he looks good.
Oh, really? His shirt was unbuttoned. Here's the thing: the reason why I thought
he was wearing like an all white look.
I know, but like this is why I thought the photos were not professional. Is that obviously someone didn't edit them because like if you like he had like a button off and like his tuck was weird.
He likes a little bit of like a.
No big excuses.
He's not. I know. We're done doing that.
Don't be like, oh, he likes it. No, it's supposed to be an engagement photo.
Like, get it together.
Get it together.
Like, she looks great. Your woman looks great.
Your woman looks incredible.
She looked great. In the thigh-high boots, even though that's me and Ariana Grande's thing. It's fine.
Her thigh, they were really,
cute.
That was
she looked
really
good.
She looked good.
She looked great.
I think that's the thing that was like, it wasn't shocking, but it was just also, what's shocking is that there's engagement photos. You called it last time. You're like, watch, they're going to get engaged. And they are. Mm-hmm. But it's like, again, it's like one of these things that like, it's kind of heartbreaking that she's just so public about it. And like, obviously like loves the love. And he's just kind of like.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of just, I don't know. It was weird. The feeling that I saw when I saw it, I was just like, it was one thing that I knew that they were together, but I've never seen a photo of them together.
Yeah.
Not once. So it was the first time that I saw them together and look happy,
Yeah.
And I don't know, like it's weird. It's a weird feeling that I can't really describe. It was just like, it wasn't more so like I miss him. I wish that was me because I don't wish that was me at all.
I don't.
I'm grateful that it wasn't me in those photos. Mm-hmm. But
it hurts still.
But it hurts. Yeah. It's still, it's still the fact that like this, like I was telling this man that I love him literally like 6 months ago.
Yeah. I get that feeling.
And then, but it's also like, it wasn't even just that. Honestly, it's not even that, to be real. It's like the fact that like, yo, I really got fucked over.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. It's just you're kind of like what we were talking about with when we were talking about Chris Bay, the last episode, in the sense that like the part that like was hurt is like that old version of you still lives inside of you. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you could be over someone, but it still twinges when you see that person that you know what I mean? It's like they've become a stranger and you're like, I knew everything about you. You were so vulnerable with me. And then all of a sudden it's a light switch. So like those feelings of just like are completely normal. Right. And like, don't think too much about them. It's just like it's a gut reaction to be like, ugh. And then you're kind of like, oh yeah, no, I don't want it to be me. But like, and the old version of Steph that was in love with him still lives inside of you. So it's kind of like a gut reaction.
Yeah. It's like, I know I've come a long way and I'm healed and it's whatever, but it's just like at the same time, yeah, it's just kind of like that the little like part.
Yes.
Little mini 5% in there. That's just like,
still there.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Like, and like to really like think about, oh shit, like just think of the timeline of everything that happened and like just everything making sense and it just unfolding and that being the final like product.
Yeah, it's very, very hard and
it's
very weird. It's very weird. So I was reading this article. So Larry David's daughter, Cassie David, who used to date Pete Davidson, wrote this article about, or this essay in her new book about her and Pete's breakup and how when they broke up, she like a couple days went by and she was like, I regret breaking up with you. They went out for like 2.5 years. And Cassie was like, I regret it, Pete. And he's like, no, I'm fine. Like, I don't need you anymore. Like, we're good. And then 3 months later, he was with Ariana Grande. And like, I can imagine that like that same feeling where it's like, okay, maybe I did make a right decision to break up with you. Just kidding. I'm lonely and I miss what we had. And then you have him being like, nah, I'm now dating Ariana Grande.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. And like, now she says that they're friends, which I'm like, how? But now they're friends and they're cordial with each other. But there's still that part where it's like, that sucks no matter what.
Right.
No matter
like,
how fast someone
you
gets
fucked
over.
Me. Like, Morgan, you fucked me over.
You know I don't even say his name. I don't. I'll say
Yeah.
Voldemort 90 times more than I will say his name.
Right.
Actually, you should say Voldemort because it like weakens
yeah.
him. And anyways, I won't go into Harry Potter stuff. But yes, he fucked you over. And, you know, as I said, I'm always on your side and your team. And the fact that he hurt you makes him a dick.
Yeah, and I remember I texted you right away saying, like, what are you doing tonight?
I know.
Let's do an emergency pod.
And I said,
are you sure?
Are you sure? I said, hey,
Is this even really worth it?
Hey, girl, I love you. But, like, do we need a whole episode? Do the people need a whole episode?
No.
Because it's a...
And I sat on it and I was like, I actually ended up calling my therapist.
Oh, that's smart. I like that.
And I was like, because with my therapist, I could do like 15-minute check-ins.
Oh, nice.
And instead, she's just like, let's just do a whole session right now. And so instead of like
she's great
doing an episode, you know, with you, which I'm sure would have been fucking fire.
It would have been hilarious.
It would have been fucking hilarious. Yeah.
I get to roast him again. You know, that's one of my favorite things. I can just be like,
you do. I love watching it back and you just saying all these little sly like comments. And I'm just like,
I'm rude. I don't know what to tell
Keep
people.
going. I don't even care. I'm not going to stop you anymore. I'm not going to stop you. So I don't give a fuck.
Wow. She gets new hair and a new feeling. I'm a fan.
Yeah. But, you know, I saw my therapist and she helped me kind of ground the thoughts and kind of validate a lot of things. And honestly, like the next day, I totally like, I don't know. I just was like, all right, yeah, it is what it is. It happened. Like,
back.
Yeah, bounced back. And like, I think I even saw my friend in my workout class in the morning and she was just like, you good?
Right. Is everything okay?
You good? Like, you know, like you went a little
hard in the paint.
You're a little hard in the paint a little bit on the internet. Yeah. Like I saw a little bit of, you know, she's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like I don't even, like I totally was like, what are you mean? Like, everything's okay. Yeah. So.
No. But also that just shows you how much you've grown.
Oh, 100%. I think that's why I think it was important for me to talk about it, but not necessarily dedicate a whole episode to that.
Yes.
So hence why I bring it up now. But
it became the catalyst for something?
Yeah.
Okay, then what happened?
I mean,
like, I don't know.
I wouldn't say the catalyst, because.
But it definitely it was the precursor to something else that happened.
I think the whole relationship with Morgan is the precursor of everything that's happening right now.
Yeah, because I curse it all the time, pre, post, and during,
especially during.
Oh God. Anyways.
Yeah. So you know, I know we did an episode called "Dating Too Soon."
Yeah, we did.
We did do that.
An episode where like my entire face was just a GIF, or I would just be like, "What? No." Yeah. So I feel like this is also going to be like me reaction shots.
Well, it's not like it's not. I wouldn't say it's any like huge dropping bombs or anything like that. I think it's just again a part of my story.
Okay.
You know, but it's just I think also too like everyone that's followed me on Instagram this past week has like seen me up in Oakland and my DMs were popping. They were thinking it was Bobby. People were like, is this Chris Bebe? Like, what's going on? So here I am talking about it.
Here, I just want people to know, I don't even know who it was.
You don't know who it was?
No.
Okay, let's get into it. So after that episode, I'm like, all right, cool. And I chilled, guys. I focused on me and I was fine. I felt good about it. I was thriving in my life.
Yes,
you know.
were.
And I realized like I think a week-ish went by and I realized and I talked to my therapist about it that I miss Chris.
So you saw Chris Bebe.
So I texted Chris and we reconnected and just, you know, but like he was super respectful. Obviously he heard the episode and was like, you know,
he dropped the playlist in the YouTube.
He
comments.
did. You saw that?
I did see that. It was a
He
good ass
dropped it.
playlist.
And I remember
I was like, oh man,
there's a lot of snow on there. It's a lot of like her. Yeah.
You know me. It was like, as someone who tries to pretend I'm not a hopeless romantic, like
It was
listening to that, I was
very
like,
romantic. Did you actually listen?
I did. It was so good. I follow you now on Spotify, so you know.
Oh my gosh.
Just saying. Okay.
But yeah, so he if you guys look at Dating Too Soon on YouTube, he dropped a playlist of songs that I remember I saw that and I was just like, I just got like butterflies. I was like, this stupid motherfucker, what the fuck you doing right now?
I love stuff like this. I really do. I know people think that I'm heartless. I'm not. I'm a total
No
sap.
one thinks you're heartless. Everyone
I'm such
knows.
a sap.
Yeah, it's okay.
Wow. You know, you don't think anyone thinks I'm heartless?
No, why would they think you're heartless, Rose?
Because I wish I was. I'm
maybe,
always like,
maybe if you were like still acting the same way from the first like 2 episodes you were on the show.
yeah, probably.
But like, I think,
but now that I'm like happy
in a
in love
relation,
and
yeah,
in love,
you're like, oh my god. But before you were like, fuck that. I remember being like, what if you find a cuffing season partner
and
that
I
turns?
did.
You did.
I did.
That was literally your cuffing
The
season
greatest
partner.
one. I know.
Yeah,
And it's also, oh my God, I know. It's funny because when he was down here for my birthday, I would like look at him and just like almost want to start crying. And he'd be like, oh my God, stop. Like,
love
I was
that
just
feeling.
like, I'm so excited. So you got that feeling?
Well, okay, we'll get to it. Yeah, so it's crazy, yeah, because I have not talked to you about anything.
No.
And to me, I'm like, oh my god, I feel
We
like
did the merch photo shoot and then both
we
of
didn't
us
talk
got
because we-
drowned by work.
yeah,
I got
that's true.
drowned by work.
Oh my god, I work. Yeah, I don't even get into it.
Ugh.
But yeah, I work a lot. But yeah. So I just reached out to him and I was just like, I miss you, and he was like, oh my god, I miss you too. You know, and then we just started talking. But you know, since he heard the episode, obviously we've had our discussions. He was like very respectful of like, you know, how about you call me, but I don't call you. I want to respect, you know, like your space. I know that you're trying to go on your pace, you know? So, and you know, he wasn't really like just full on flirting with me or anything like that. Like we were just talking as like friends. Like we were just kicking it, you know?
He was a gentleman.
Yes, he was. And I don't know. And I just like, you know, talking sometimes turn into talking all the time to turn into talking like every day, all day. And yeah. Rose.
Okay, sorry. You can't do reaction faces
I
on
know.
a podcast, but watch the YouTube
I know.
video.
And I just like, you know, and it was just I remember telling him, actually it was the day before, it was a day that I did I always remember like what episode was I recording that week?
I feel you.
It was the day that I recorded that Dick Nick episode. I don't know if you saw that.
yeah.
And I was like sucking.
You know I
yeah.
watch every episode that isn't
Do you?
mine.
Do you really? Oh my
I don't. You
God.
know I can't listen to myself. I can't watch
Yeah.
my own episodes,
Oh my
but
God,
I watch
know you
everyone
live-
else.
Oh my god.
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know.
Damn, you don't have no faith in your
No,
friends.
I
I'll
honestly
wear the
don't expect my
merch.
friends.
What? Really?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, well, I listen to them
Aw,
because I find them
thanks.
entertaining.
Yeah. Okay. thanks.
Especially when you're sucking a cucumber off.
Yeah, or like, oh no, I went in, and honestly, like that week, I was so fucking exhausted. I had so much going on that week that like I felt like in that because me and HK, sorry, like recorded like 2 episodes that night, and I was so exhausted that I was like you know when you're like so tired that you just get overly hyper.
Oh yes, it's like reverse delirious.
That's exactly what it was. Like I couldn't even I couldn't stand myself when I was watching it because I was just overly because I was so tired that I was like I just need to like
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
you get to that point where you just like get over the exhaustion hump and then you're just like I'm gonna be awake for 24 hours.
Exactly. Like I was just like trying to push it and get through, and like I mean I was having a good ass time, so obviously that helped. But I was like. Afterwards, I knocked the fuck out. Anyways, so the day that I recorded that episode, it was like I remember I was actually here waiting for HK to arrive, and I texted Chris saying like I just love the pace that we're at. Like I just I just think that like I just love that he's just so respectful of like how I want to go about things. You know,
Yes.
like it just felt so good because. No shade to Bobby, y'all, and I know you've listened to the episode. Did you listen to that episode?
I did.
Okay. And I know that, like, he talked a lot about, like, you know, okay, he wanted a wife now. and he was looking for a companion because he just felt really ready and stuff like that. I feel like for me, and this is just no shade to him, everyone just has their own little ways that they want to go about it. For me, like, to fall in love and to be in a relationship with someone takes a lot of patience.
It does. You can't rush that
You can't just fit a role.
No. Unless it's like
you
arranged marriage, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And like, granted, everyone does things their own way. For me, I just would rather take my time, focus on myself, get my shit done. And if someone wants to be there, to really know what pace I'm on, and obviously respect each other's pace as well too.
For
you
sure.
know?
I feel that.
And like, that's exactly what Chris does. Chris just like respects, like, oh, you want to do your show, you got your fucking hustle, like, do it, you know? And like, even with me recording with Bobby, like, I asked him before the recording, I was like, I was FaceTiming him as I was getting ready, you know, getting all glam and shit. And I was like, is this make you feel weird that I'm like getting ready to go see my ex right now? Like, is that weird for you? And he was like, nah. He's like, because he's like, I trust you and this is what you do. Like, this is who you are. This is what you love to do. Why would I stop you from doing what you love to do?
Cancers.
You know, like, he's just all around, just completely, like, the thing that, and like, the thing with like Morgan is that, like, we all know, and I've talked about it all the time, like, he filtered me a lot, you know what I mean? Like,
he gaslit
the shit out of me, but also like made me feel like shit for who I was and what I do. And like, if honestly, like, if Morgan was still in my life, this show would have been completely different, if not way worse.
Well, for one, I wouldn't be on it.
You wouldn't be on it, which you've been on majority of the episodes.
I'm a staple, bitch.
Yes. But also, like, because I would not be allowed to say a lot of things. I would not have been allowed to have that conversation with Bobby, which people have, you know, related in their own ways.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what
The
I mean?
comments on that are really big because it's so nice to see that.
Because
like,
that's why I do what I do.
Yeah. That weird satisfaction to be like, why did you ghost me? And then to have him be so honest and just be like, look, you just didn't seem ready, you know? And he was like, you were holding up walls, which is so funny because, like, as someone who's like watched it as your friend, I'm like, wait, what did you not tell me? Where he's like, all these walls. And I'm like, what walls did you put up? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it was interesting as a friend to hear it.
I had a lot of walls up with him. Like, I couldn't even, like, it's so funny because back then, at that time, I smoked hella cigarettes, and I not once ever smoked a cigarette in front of him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were, like, on a weird chain smoking thing for a minute.
And, like, but if I was around him or seeing him that day, like, I didn't smoke. But even though deep down I was, like, craving a cigarette, like, after sex or something, but I couldn't. Like, I was like, I can't.
Oh, yeah.
But I just, like, because I just was, like, trying to because I knew that he was, like, super healthy and, like, he wouldn't like something like that. So I was really just trying to, like, mold myself and cover up who I was. And not that smoking is who I am, but, like, that's just that's who I was, what was doing.
But you were literally that episode of Carrie in Sex and the City when she, like, wants a cigarette and Aiden's like, oh, I don't smoke. And she's like, yeah, me either. You know? Like, you were like,
for sure.
I have to, like, shave myself.
Exactly. That I'm like, I have to, like, hide my addiction.
Your strange addiction.
My strange addiction, yeah. So, you know, I know. And so, like, I feel like having that conversation with Bobby and, you know, getting
pace with
the pace,
Chris.
Yeah, with the pace and everything, it just, like, I don't know, like, you know, I told him, like, you know, obviously because the pace that we're going at, like, I don't want you to come see me. I want to come see you whenever I'm ready.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do that because I know. I mean, he's done it already twice in, like, a month.
Yeah.
Where he will come and see me in a heartbeat, you know, but, like.
But you needed to take that step.
I needed to take that step for our relationship because I feel like if I, you know, do it, I don't know. It's just like, it's like, you know, does that make sense? I don't know.
Yes, no, it makes sense. I'm processing it because it would say a lot about your person, about you changing as a person, because reflecting into the Bobby episode where it was like, yeah, you weren't really communicating with me as much, and like the wall situation and like it took you forever sometimes to like be weird about text, and like for you to then be like, okay, Chris, I'm going to the Bay to see you, like that's a huge like shift from like old Steph where it's like, no, you got to meet me here, like this weird kind of like, but it means I'm compromising.
But it's also a thing too where it was like, I felt like if I went, it was like I knew that we were going at the pace that I wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is like, I mean, Chris, you're welcome to my place anytime, but like him coming over, it's just like, it's like, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's
I get it. I get what it means. Because it just shows effort.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the first time that Anthony like was like, I'm gonna fly down to
I like
LA.
making the effort. Like, he's already shown me enough effort. I want to make the effort this time because it also gives me the validation that, oh, this is worth it.
Exactly. And it's also like it's checking that box off where you're like, ooh, I'm making effort. Like, it's just like a really nice one to be like validating yourself and then also being like validating someone that you like care about and like. I had a theory that you were at his place because in your like little stories, I was like, "Ooh, I see some really interesting R&B posters in the background," and I was like, "Ooh, what's that like painting? That kind of looks like Nipsey Hussle."
It looked like a fucking bachelor pad.
It did, but I was like, "Okay, this could either be like an Airbnb or like I know that Chris is like a music fan."
That's crazy that you didn't even know.
I think I was lurking, but then I was also like, "Don't like overthink." I was like, "This is gonna sound weird," but I was like, "Don't get your hopes up." I was like,
"But did you not see the part where I was going to San Francisco?" And I like just showed me, and then I showed that a guy was driving, but then I covered his face. Did you not see that one?
I didn't see that one.
You didn't see that one?
See, this is what being a dog mom. I miss things now. Now that I'm like I have to take care of this child. I'm not on Instagram as much.
It's okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Damn. So did you have a lot of people like being like, wow, and then like guessing?
Yeah. Yeah. I felt like it was obvious. Anyone who really is like listens to the show knows who the fuck I'm there for.
I mean, okay, like I was 99.9% sure that it was him. But then a part of me was like, she wouldn't. Because as friends, well, not that you wouldn't, but I was like, as friends, sometimes I feel like we pigeonhole each other because it's like, no, this is the type of person I know you, girl. Like, you don't do that.
Right.
And that's sometimes a toxic thing about friends, where you have to let your friends like grow and change and everything. So when your friend starts liking the color purple, you can't be like, girl, you always like green. What are you doing?
Right.
So when the fact that it was you going to see him, because when you told me you were going, you said San Francisco. And I was like,
No, I said Oakland.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Girl, I will look at the receipts. I will look at the receipts.
I said Oakland.
Nope, I think you said San Francisco because
I said Oakland.
Nope, I think you said San Francisco because I thought it was work related.
Or the Bay. I didn't say San Francisco. I did not say San Francisco. I want you to check it.
Oh no, you gonna look at this shit. We gonna learn today. Okay, when'd you go?
I went.
Wow, we text a lot now that I look at this. Okay, you said Bay.
I said the Bay.
You said the Bay. Okay, but you said the Bay.
Okay.
Now, that's no shade to Chris because I just thought, oh, you're going for work.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. It's very like.
But in my mind, I was like, is she going to go to Oakland?
And you saw that.
And then when I saw everything, I was like, wait a second. Because also, one of your stories, you only tagged San Francisco because obviously you drove across the Bay. Yeah. So then when I saw that, I was like, oh, she's in San Francisco in the Bay.
But then, like, I would have, like, the I love that
we're like, doing the geography of the Bay.
I'll put it up on YouTube where you can kind of, right here. Yeah, well, no, there is, I had videos of, like, my dog on the couch, but then I would tag it somewhere, Oakland, because I was like, that's where I'm at, y'all.
Okay, so you went.
Yes. And well, you know, before like we just I can't really describe it, but I think it just happened so naturally where it just I couldn't hide it. Like I do really like him.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like intensely a lot. And I don't know, it was just like there was just like certain things that would happen that make the relationship grow where it was like, you know, from going from like, okay, we're just friends and I call him because he's trying to respect my time to like talking to each other all the time to him it being okay that he'll call me, you know, and then to talking like I've worked from home, so we'll FaceTime. What's your face? Oh and then like we'll just, you know, talk and FaceTime and all that stuff, and like to the point where we're calling each other baby.
Are you gonna use the D word?
D word.
Are you dating?
They're gonna say daddy.
Oh my god! Wow, that's a different podcast.
I did ask him. I did call him daddy, and I don't think he was into it. I was like, all right, cool. I just wanted to see if he was into it, but
I've never even called my own father daddy.
I call my dad Poppy.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I just call him Charles or Dad. Really? I just call him Dad, or when I call him on the phone, I like to irritate him and be like Father, and he's always like, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
But okay, no, the other D word, the dating word.
Yeah, we're dating. I think it's like more than dating.
Are you exclusive?
He never asked me to be his girlfriend, but he says he will. So we'll see.
You're exclusive. Like you're not seeing anyone else, and he's not seeing anyone else. And so, girl, okay, let's just do a little throwback. You know who was also in this situation almost 2 years ago? My ass. So you gotta be careful with that. I'm just saying that it might turn into something more than dating.
Oh yeah, then we're together.
Oh, you want it to be more than dating?
Yes.
I'm
not scared.
So
that's the thing.
For the
first time in forever.
What's that song? I was thinking of India.Arie, I'm ready for love.
Wait, where is that
what
song? For the first time in forever. Oh my God, you guys totally know what this is super popular. Is it Frozen? No.
I don't think I saw that movie.
I think it's Frozen.
I saw the play version of it at Disney where they do the truncated one.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of confused. And then someone was like, you should watch the movie. And I was like, I'm not going to. But okay, so you see, and here I was.
For the first time in forever, I am not scared. I'm literally I feel like with every dude that I would, obviously Morgan, I was terrified. But even Bobby, I was always just every dude that I've come across the past fucking, I don't even know how many years I've been dating, but a while, that I've just been nervous. But with him, I'm just this makes sense. I mean, you accept me for who I am, what I do. I don't have to filter myself. I could talk about whatever I want. Obviously I'll run shit by him and be like, I'm going to be mindful.
Yeah,
be mindful, but I know it's going to be a rarity where he's I'm uncomfortable with that. But for the most part, it's he just supports me and he accepts me for who I am.
Ain't that amazing? Ain't that so much fun?
Yeah, people in his life know about me. Did
you meet his mom?
No, but his mom knows about me. His best friends know about me. We follow each other on Instagram.
What?
Yeah, they're dope. I love you. Y'all know. I don't want to say the name because the people lurkers are going to find you, but you know who to find. Yeah, so...
the Bay homies.
They don't live in the Bay.
Oh, the homies.
The homies.
The homies. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing though? I think that's kind of the secret to know if you're you said the word that it felt good and it wasn't nervous. It's more that you're excited.
Yeah.
That whole ooh, I still get nervous, excited when Anthony calls me. It's been near almost
I get so excited
every
time he calls me.
But it just sparks that feeling in you where it's that kind of high school love that you're looking for or remaking.
Right, exactly. And what's crazy? Because I think when I really started first growing these feelings, I knew that they were there and I knew they were valid. But a part of me was wait, why am I not going crazy? I'm so used to
spiral.
The spiral. I'm so used to dating men, and this is how I knew that I really, really liked him, because I'm so used to dating men and having strong feelings for them, but that strong feelings would feel intense and toxic and
Love and Hopeless Place.
Obsessive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rihanna, that music video.
Did you see that screenshot I put on Twitter where it was me blowing up Morgan's phone? And I was just hello, I miss you. What are you doing? Why are you ignoring me? I was going in. I thought I thought that shit was normal.
I think that's what we think love is. We think literally two of my favorite music videos in the entire world is CeeLo Green's version of Band of Horses, The Funeral, and also Love and Hopeless Place, Rihanna. And it's because we think unrequited love is that. Love should be something you fight for constantly. Love should be something that you fight so you can have great
You could be crazy.
Sex.
You could be crazy and it's fine.
Throw things against the wall. But then you realize no, love should be will have issues that are outside issues affecting you. But if like the internal problems are within the relationship, like that's not
exactly
that's not good.
And like just looking back at those text messages with Morgan and seeing my behavior, and I remember thinking at that time that it was normal, it was fine, and it was okay. And like I, at one point I did question, like, do I like Chris because I'm not obsessed? And then,
shit, yeah.
And then I caught myself, and I'm like, just because you're obsessed with someone, don't mean that it's healthy.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Like that's not healthy.
No, it's the opposite.
Exactly. Like the way that I felt for Morgan, the obsession, the passion, the like the intensity of it, like that's not the aggression, the obsessiveness, is like, I thought that was what I wanted again. Yeah. Even though it wasn't with Morgan. And I realized, well, no, sweetheart, that's not a good thing to,
No.
And I realized even more, like, no, but I know for a fact the feelings that I have for Chris. And it's just, if anything, it's just now so much healthier.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
And it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. So, I don't know. So, yeah, I went from just, like, calling each other baby to really just letting each other know about how we felt, and to starting to be very sexual.
Wait, can we talk about it? Is it good? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you having fun? I'm whispering like people can't hear us on the podcast. Just tell me, like, is it like, okay?
Wait, what do you what do you mean?
Are you?
What's good? What do you mean? What's good? What do you mean?
The sex. Is the sex good? Come on. That's literally why, like, let's be honest, you've grown a lot in your podcast, but like OG
I also
fans,
haven't had sex in 2 years. Yeah.
Yes, but OG fans are like here for the like sex. I remember when I used to write for BET, and literally sometimes my boss would walk in and be like, "Who's fucking in this episode?" Because we knew that like sometimes people watch the show for sex. So, but like it's good, right?
We haven't had sex.
Wait, what? Wow, I just like really just I just like no shade, but I was really just pumping this up like it's gonna be. Oh wow, okay, that's fine. Actually, wait, weirdly enough, yeah, you don't need it right now. You can't have it right now. I'm just, holy shit, I'm having.
He wants to take his time.
Okay,
because I'm like, yo, I'm ready to fuck.
Here, but that's the problem.
Lay that shit on me, like I'm ready to fuck, like yo, like.
But that's the problem. I'm now realizing I'm having a therapy moment in the broke girl therapy, where that's it. That's where you usually like go. Meh, because
I didn't have sex with Morgan either.
But he ready, because he used it as a weapon. He was like, nah, I got another girlfriend. I gotta, you know what I mean? He was like using sex in this like weird way where it was like, no, you gotta do this and like jump through these hoops. You gotta be on birth control. Like he was using it, dangling it over your head versus Chris, which is, no, I want to meet you first.
Right.
Like I want to dead pres mind sex you first. I want to get to know you as a human. So because you're so used to dudes using it as a fucking weapon and dangling over your head and being like, I know you got a hunger. I know you got an appetite. I know you enjoy sex. And Chris is like, I know those things, but I also need to know you because 100%. You can't just be fucked by a man. You have to like have enjoyable sex with a human.
Yep.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah. So he was like, I'm like, that's fine. He's like, are you okay with waiting? And I'm like,
yes, Chris, she is. She's okay with waiting. I'm telling you, as her friend, she needs to wait. This is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's also, I'm having another therapy moment. It's also tapping in with your abandonment issues. He's not leaving. He's not going anywhere.
No.
Right? So it's like, he is where he is, which is the Bay, right? And he's not going to go anywhere emotionally, i.e. physically either. He's not going to fuck you over because he's going to take his time trying to get there with you. Girl, this is perfect. You needed this.
And and it's crazy because I also like don't like, he's friends with girls, with women, like platonically. And he's like, how does that make you feel? And also if I like a girl's photo, how does that make you feel? And I'm like, I don't feel crazy.
Wow.
I'm like, I trust you. Like, I trust you. Like, I don't feel like that. I'm so secure in him and myself and our relationship that I'm like, you could go like Kaylani's photo. It's fine. I'm not going to trip about it. Or like your friend,
also, like,
or your friend's photo. Like, I'm not going to,
I mean, I like Kaylani's photos,
Yeah,
she's looking great. And she had a baby, so it's like,
exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so I just, exactly. So he wants to take his time. I completely trust him. I'm not weary of anything. I don't feel like he's going to leave me. I don't feel like he's using me for anything. Like I feel so comfortable, But of course, like we have some sexual attention and shit. I've sent him some like photos and shit.
That's fun though. Sometimes sexual attention's fun.
Yeah, we have phone sex.
That's always. I mean, like as someone in a long distance relationship, I know it. Yeah. I feel it.
And he's also like helped me with like my sexuality too.
Ooh.
Like, sorry, I feel like Chris's friends are probably gonna watch this and they're not there. It's fine.
Pray tell, sweetheart.
Yes.
What is it?
So we'll have phone sex and stuff, and like I'll be like masturbating with the vibrator, and I learn how to make myself come. And I used to never be able to make myself come from masturbation.
I know this is huge. Wait, what?
Yeah, bitch, get me. I got my pink ass vibrator.
What do you have? What do you use?
I don't know. It's like a dildo vibrator. I don't stick that shit up, and that shit hurts. But like, it vibrates real great.
Is it a Jan and Jill? Do you know the?
I don't know the brand.
Okay. No, I don't know brands of vibrators. But no, yeah. I that. Let's not gloss over the fact that that's huge for you. That's huge. Because that is like literally blocking that chakra of sexuality.
And it's also like I never really care for phones. And also, I don't know. It's just like he makes me feel so comfortable to like do those things with and to fantasize, like be, to help me kind of like even just get comfortable with myself and my body.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just like I feel so safe with him, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is like, because for me to even want to have sex with someone, even though I've had one night stands, whatever, at the end of the day, like I want to make sure that I feel safe.
No, I feel you. That's like,
and like, he makes me feel safe, even though we haven't had sex, but like just even phone sex in general, like I just feel so safe with him. That's why I'm like, I'm ready to fuck, yeah.
But I get that. I get the whole like feeling safe thing. I mean, that's one of the reasons why. I mean, after my trauma that happened, I tried to hook up with another dude. It didn't work out. It was really bad. And then I hooked up with Anthony, and immediately he's always like, why was it me? And I was like, you made me feel so safe. He was the first dude that touched me after like my rape that I didn't recoil from. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it was just like, that was a very important thing. Like I just kind of like knew, because I knew Anthony, like we went on a date and I like knew him as a person and like got to know him. And I was like, oh, I feel like I can feel okay with this. And that's so important.
Right.
Especially.
It's so important. And like, and I know I've told you like off air, but I've never even said it on air, a victim of rape as well. And I know, God, but yeah, maybe one day maybe but right now I'm not really ready. But like, of course, that's also like a factor of why it's been difficult sexually with men. Maybe like, I know that it sounds like I'm so confident sometimes when I talk about it. And there's been moments that I felt really great and empowered and I got my power back, but there's a lot of moments too that haven't been said on the pod where it was like, oh, I ran out of dude's house because I was legit scared.
Oh, I think that's like a thing that people don't realize. That's why like the whole counterculture.
Like I may destroy you kind of.
Yeah, I may destroy you. And like the whole idea of like date rape, like men and women and non-gender binary people have all experienced. Like I have a lot of guy friends that are like, yeah, like I was with a girl and I just like knew that like, this is not good. Like she does not, you know what I mean? Like they can kind of pick up on that.
Right.
There's a lot of dudes who don't pick up on it, but there are times where you can tell. And I mean, like, that's like what happened when, I mean, Anthony asked me wholeheartedly, he was like, you know, as someone who's as promiscuous as you, like, how can you call one incident as rape? And I like remember he said that to me, and I was like so mad at him for saying that. But then I was like, no, there's a lot of truth in that. Like, it was the first time through my promiscuity and basically my hoe phase where I was like, I don't want this. Like, it was like, you know, there's been moments where, you know, as I call it, the gray area rape, where you're like, oh, okay, I guess we'll have sex because we're here now. Right. And you're just like, I didn't like it.
Right.
There's women in particular and I feel like in the queer community too, have a lot of those like grape moments where you're like, I guess it's fine.
Oh, so many of us. It's fucked up.
It's fucked up and it's crazy. And, you know, that happens. But like, you know, Anthony made a good point where he was like, how did you know that incident in particular was? And I was like, oh, it was just different. You just know. You just know. Because I feel like sometimes they know. Like, he knew what he did to me. He knows.
Right. Well, for me, I feel like my situation, I felt like I didn't realize it was. Like, I had a weird reaction afterwards, and I laughed about it because I could always laugh about anything.
Oh, yeah. I get that.
And, realized I processed it later. I was like, that was really fucked up.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a minute. Sometimes it takes, like, months. Sometimes it takes years.
Right.
And especially when we normalize it and we talk about sexual trauma and stuff, people can be like, oh, wait, nope, that was actually effed up. That was not, I didn't want that. I forgot that I was in a relationship where that kind of happened.
Right.
But girls like us also like use that humor in itself. I mean, I'm going to be honest, like after my incident, I like, you know, I got like a rape kit and all that. And I just remember, this is so fucked up, but like also dark humor where I was like, am I going to meet Olivia Benson? Like the LA version of Olivia Benson. It's so dark, I know, but like in that sense.
Right.
But to bring it back to the whole factor that like when you've gone through all these situations as an adult and as like a young girl through a hoe phase and stuff like that, when you meet a partner that is like, I see it, you're telling me about it, I hear you, let's take it slow. And in a weird way, he's obviously taking the control, not taking the whole control, but just enough control to help you heal while you're with him.
Right.
Which sometimes doesn't happen.
Right.
You know, sometimes you're with someone and they're like, you have to be over your ex.
Exactly.
And that's not happening with Chris because he's like, you obviously still need to grow. You need to figure out your shit.
Yeah. And I feel like, for instance, I mean, he does sometimes get triggered when I get triggered. Like he kind of gets like a little bit of like, oh, are you gonna leave? You know, like one, like going back to the situation with Morgan, you know, where I got impulsively triggered, you know, So like he also kind of got like triggered, because he was just like, oh, like you still care?
Yeah, sometimes
you
it's
know,
like
and it's like, no, it's not that I care. It's just like, I don't want to be with him at all. Like, I don't miss him. If Morgan ever came back, I'd be like, yo, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my life.
Don't worry, Chris. We also would do that. You ain't got to worry. We
Literally
got like a Morgan
internet,
patrol. Yes.
Like, everyone would be like.
All these listeners.
Like, he knows he cannot get to me at this point. So, and not that he even wants to, you know. But, like, it just, again, like we were saying earlier, that 5% in you that's kind of like, yo, that's
that old version of you, which is what he's also experiencing, like when Chris has his little triggers and his little because that's like what happens in a relationship is you have to realize, like, yes, you will still be triggered because you will see patterns from past relationships, but you need to remember Chris has never dated Steph and Steph has never dated Chris. Yeah. But dating is very similar, but you have to remember that, like, they're not. This is the first time you've ever dated this person. Right. And you have to respect that. Right. And you have to like adjust yourself. Mm-hmm. I mean, I trust Anthony. I wholeheartedly really trust him. But there are times where I'm like, I still get like scared. And he's like, I've literally told him to just be like, Rose, you're crazy. Everything's fine. And I'm like, okay. He's like, go play with your dog. You know, like it's just, but it
go play with your dog.
He's like, go play with, he's so thankful now that I have Bat because I'm like, can be.
Oh, you picked the name Bat Roo?
Her name's Bat Roo. She's great. She's a black pug, Brussels Griffon, German Spitz.
German Spitz.
I am a dog mom. I hate to say it.
I love
but
it.
You know, there's still times where I just get really nervous and really anxious about relationships and stuff like that. But when you have a partner that's like, You're okay. Like, why are you tripping? You're fine. It's comforting.
It is.
Instead of being like
and
the
we
reverse.
we do it for each other. You know, he has his moments. And I'm like, look, I'm not leaving.
Yes, exactly. And that's nice. And I think those things are healthy versus he who shall not be named. When you brought up those insecurities, he would use them against you.
Oh, yeah. And like, that's the thing is like, I would just catch certain moments that I knew for a fact that Morgan would have like fucking broke up with me over or gaslighted me over. Like, for instance, like me getting ready to go record an episode with Bobby. Well, first off, I would never get that far to even record an episode. Yeah. But like, I just remember like getting FaceTiming with Chris and getting ready to go, you know, see Bobby. Like, I just like heard Morgan's like voice in my head saying like, who you getting ready for? Why are you trying to look all good?
Oh, God, I know. And
I'd be like, why you got like your titties hanging, even though my titties are not hanging out. Like, when do they ever hang out? And like, I don't ever.
Why do you have titties?
Why do you have titties? What the fuck are they there for? Like, I could bring up some old shit that he would say to me, but like, so it's just like I like would hear that, and I was just like, oh my God. And I see Chris, and he's just like, oh, you look beautiful. And I'm like,
he knows that you're coming home to him,
right?
You're coming home. He's like, oh yeah, no, let my girl go out there. Let her be beautiful and amazing and great.
Make her content, make people proud.
Guess who she's going to be calling tonight? My ass.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. And it was great and it was amazing.
Yeah.
But like insecurities will still happen. I know. Let have a little, oh man, just have your little moment. You did it. Yeah, we did it.
We did it.
We did it. I've noticed that. I just know that. I know that song because of TikTok. The day I was on TikTok. Yeah. But yes, so like, but insecurities, no matter how stable a relationship is, like insecurities do take a very long time to kind of wash away.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like I said, Anthony and I have been dating a year and a half, and I still have like jump scares of just being like, oh my God, you're gonna leave me, or oh fuck, you know, like, did I say something wrong? And he's like, no, I've just been working, I just can't text you back. You know what I mean? Right. So those things exist and they're gonna happen. Right. But that's the beautiful thing about a relationship is that that's also the scary thing about a relationship is that it's you literally showing a person all your ugly, all your scars, and for them to be like, that's all you got? That's
like he's literally like, you don't even have baggage. I'm like,
you're like,
well, you got the goggles on.
Sorry, how many seasons of Broke Girl Therapy is there? But yes, no, it's like, that, and then you are just reassured that you're like, oh,
I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy. I've just been driven crazy.
I just been driven crazy. Hence that fucking screenshot. I could. It'd be so funny just to show you guys my conversations with Morgan. It's mostly me blowing up his phone, being like, "Where are you? Why are you calling me? I love you," and like no response back.
We've all done that.
I'm like,
my abusive ex. I called him. No joke. People are like, that's impossible. I called him 23 times in 1 minute.
Oh my God, I've
Someone was like, you can't do that. And I was like, yeah, I did. It would ring 3 times and I would hang up. And then it was bad. That's how bad it was.
Damn, because there was one time I called Morgan 40 times in a row.
Yeah.
And then eventually he picked up and I was like, what the fuck were you doing? And he was like chill about it. And I was like, do you realize I called you 40 times in a row? And he's like, that's not that bad. And I was like, are you serious? And he said that he had an ex. Call him on her phone and then also get a fucking Google number and call him from the Google number at the same time. So
he's like, awful.
So you do this to everyone.
You do this to everyone, bro. It's kind of like when you meet a dude.
I was like, and it made me feel weirdly less crazy. So I was like, okay, so I'm normal.
Comparatively,
calling 40 times in a row is not fucking normal, but I felt normal. I felt normal. That's so crazy.
Here's the thing. It's not normal, but if you do it, whatever, get over it. Because I also feel like there's
but
probably
a lot
some people,
to do it a lot to do it all the time.
To do it all the time, that's not healthy. You shouldn't have to be like that in a partner. But there are times where, like, you call someone a bunch of times just to be like, I'm freaking out.
Right. But that wasn't the case. I just wanted to chat, say hi.
But like that's also the other thing though is that like when you meet a dude and he's like all my exes are crazy and you're like that sounds like you have bad luck and it's like no, you're the common denominator.
Yes.
You're the reason why these bitches are crazy. You are the failure.
You suck. And it's crazy because I remember like I talked about it with Chris actually today and he was like, if you did behave like that, I would actually sit down and be like, okay, what's making you feel this way? Let's talk about it. And I was like, see, that's what a healthy relationship is. Because if I do act out that way, then yeah, we need to see what's going on in the relationship and why my behavior is
erratic,
out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, way to go, Chris.
But like, great. It's because Morgan liked that shit.
Well, yeah, because that kind of dude. God, there's so many similarities about Morgan and my ex. But like that kind of dude, that's what they thrive off of,
right? Because
they want to feel needed and wanted. They don't care how it looks and everything,
right. And they feel like they have control.
Yes, but. So basically, you went to Oakland.
We haven't even got to Oakland yet. We're already an hour in.
So we got to Oakland, basically. Who knew that I'd be the one to bring the conversation back?
I
never do it.
I was like, we're an hour in. I guess there wasn't too much that happened, but we really I'm working from home. So I was just there working from home on his couch.
I love that.
And just spending time with him. And we didn't do anything. We honestly, I just really wanted to stay home and just hang out with him at his place. And that's exactly what we did. He made me breakfast and dinner every single day. He would wake up early at 5 a.m., go to the gym, come back with a cup of coffee for me every morning.
He let you be alone in his house? Yeah. That's a big thing for guys.
Mm-hmm. I brought all my laundry. So my car was packed up with all my laundry. So I did all my laundry there.
He got a washer and dryer unit? I remember that was one of the first things I saw in Anthony's apartment was a washer and dryer unit, and I was like, "Oh, that's sexy!"
I know. Oh, that's
luxury. Yes, I got my man with a good credit. Okay, that's great. Okay, Chris, with your washer and dryer.
Yeah, and so we listened to music, watched movies. We literally just, we didn't have sex, obviously. We just kicked it, yeah. I went to San Francisco one day. Obviously, you guys saw that. Everything was closed, and honestly, I was trying to just be cautious because of COVID, so I wasn't really trying to go anywhere. But we just wanted to go on a drive. And he also drove around Oakland, showed me Oakland, where he grew up, what school he went to, and what neighborhoods he grew up in, and all that stuff. So he gave me a whole tour of Oakland and was really just describing his childhood to me. So I learned a lot about his upbringing, and I don't know, it was just super simple and romantic. And also he would give me a back massage every single night. Every night.
Wow.
I know.
I'm always scared to have Anthony touch my back because it's just so you know what I mean. He does massage, but I'm always
yeah.
Oh, be careful.
I don't know, yeah.
Wait, that's so cute. I love that.
I don't know. It just felt so good. And when I left, I just
you were high.
Yeah, and I was sad. I teared up, and he was like, "It's okay. We'll see each other soon, But
welcome to the long distance club, sweetheart. Let's talk about it.
I was doing it with Morgan, but that didn't count. That was
very unhealthy and not actually real. This one's a legitimate,
legit
verified,
long distance,
healthy, long distance relationship.
I mean, he needs to ask me to be his girlfriend yet, so he hasn't done that yet. But
but also pace. Do not put this
not
boy on blast.
He didn't ask me to be his motherfucking girlfriend.
He didn't ask me to go steady. But no, don't put pressure on him because I do think this is a really good pace. But I also think it's very interesting that that's the term you need. Because I
used to never be that.
I know. That's why I'm saying
this
is what I'm saying. This is a very
because before I didn't care. I was we know we're exclusive. It's fine. I was so chill and laid back, and I still am this person. But it's nah. If you really want to be with me, you better properly ask me to be your woman.
Well, because remember that tweet and meme that I saw, which was, "Are you actually low maintenance or so used to just being treated like shit?"
Exactly. And that's why I never cared before, because I was so used to being treated like shit. Now I'm I do not want to be treated like shit. So your ass better motherfucking ask me to be your girl officially.
But I also think not on your pace.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't. No.
Because.
And also, I'm very secure in the relationship to know that, it isn't validated.
It is without it. Yeah. However, I understand why you need this now, because we talked about this on the last podcast where I was labels are important. People act like they're not, but they're very important. Yep. Even if you're labeling something as just casual, that's important. When people are labels don't matter. They do. Yeah. Okay. They matter on milk, so you know when something's expired, and if it's 2% or everything, so labels matter.
That's so true.
In this, I get this whole feeling of you feeling, now you feel secure. Now the next layer is trust. So you got to trust that he's going to ask you to be his girl at some point.
I do trust him.
But that's what I'm saying, though. This is like his pace. This is this whole thing that you are growing in this relationship with him, that it's just kind of like, okay, you're secure, you got the trust, and now you're just going to be like, okay,
we're building this foundation.
We're getting there. You know?
Chris Bay.
Yeah,
Bay.
Chris Bay. Crabby Chris, remember?
Yeah.
Because you're a Cancer, not
He'll
'cause
be
you're
on the
weird.
show eventually whenever I'm ready. But I honestly, like,
Can
really...
I interview him? Is that like weird? What if we do an episode?
That would be so good, actually. I'm not against that idea.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do.
That'll be the Rose takeover.
Yes, because what will happen is we'll set it up like it's a normal ass
He would
episode.
love to meet you. By the way, you are his absolute like
Oh my God.
he loves you.
Well, everyone knows Rachel's my favorite. But Chris, you are a tight contender for #1 right now.
Right.
So like, I'm just saying, I think just set the episode up like it's a normal episode, and then you're like, we'll have you sitting in the corner. You can't say shit though, and it's just me and Chris, toe to toe, talking it out.
I heard you're single.
Oh God, Jesus! I would never come at you like that, Chris, because you are a gentleman and a good person.
I heard you're single.
Is that what I sound like in your head? I just like sound like Oscar the Grouch. Yeah, you're single. Super
It was
out
just
of
like, I
nowhere.
just remember it just being so like in his face, but it's fine, you know. But yeah,
I
no.
had street meat in my hand. I felt real confident that day. My stomach was ready to take something questionable, and I like stepped to him like, "You single?" I heard. I had a Red Bull that night. That was bad. It's the last time I had Red Bull, actually.
Really?
Oh yeah, I can't do it
I had a
anymore.
Red Bull today.
I can't do it anymore.
I'm tired.
I have an ulcer.
I'm so tired. Really?
Yeah, her name's Gladys.
Oh shit.
I know. Anthony like asked about her. He was like, "How is she?" And I was like, "Oh man, I got to take care of her."
Oh,
I was
I'm
like,
so
"Oh,
sorry.
she's fine. She's like getting smaller, and we're like, you know,
Okay, you're working through
we're
it.
working through it."
Gladys.
Gladys. I know. I just was like, my ulcer's name going to be Gladys. Anyways.
Yes. Anyways, I don't even know where the fuck. Yeah.
I'm going to interview Chris.
Okay.
That's what.
But I definitely,
happening.
it's not going to be for a while because I really value
Again.
the privacy.
Yep. We're just taking it
Okay.
easy. Yeah. It's like a feather in the wind, man. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I like the mystery a little bit. I'm so out there that like sometimes I do like the mystery where like, oh my God, why is she in Oakland?
Yes, and I think that's
You
also
know?
important because like the whole idea we were talking about, like where people think you put everything on the podcast when it's like actually there's so much you don't put on the podcast. Remember when I asked you when I was like, so what happened to the conversation with Bobby off air? Like, you know,
Yeah,
shit
you're
like
like,
that. I was like, what happened off air?
air?
But like, so this is like one of those things where it's
I
like
should do like a tell all
I know, you'll write a great novel.
because that tell all will have a lot of tells.
Yeah, all the tells.
All the tells.
What's gonna be hilarious is the glossary in the back that actually has like their fake names and like their podcast names and their like real names and like where they and like the lineage of having to
Who
go
they-
back forth.
where
and
they
being like,
now-
which one is who? You know.
Yeah, like I would love to have. Yeah,
But yes, so like,
yeah.
it's going to be good for you to just like
Just take it
have
slow.
your own privacy for a second.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, listeners.
But he would also
let
be
Steph
great,
on
like on
side.
the show. I just know that he would be great on here. He'd kill it. He'd be like really fun.
I know. I'm so excited to interview you, Chris.
But whenever the
I'm so excited.
he loves you so much. He does. He's just
I'd-
like, yo. He during the mental health episode, he teared up when you like were talking
fuck
about
yeah.
what
I did too. Don't worry.
Yeah. Like when
good
you
to
talked
things.
about like depression, all that stuff. He was like, yo, like that was dope. I felt that. Like
Oh yeah.
he was like, I fucks with her.
Oh, I fucks with you too, Chris.
Is it
Also, if you want to,
charcuterie?
I was like
Charcuterie.
charcuterie. I don't know why I was about to say the word charcuterie. Maybe because I'm like starving. But no, I fuck with you too,
Fucks with you
Chris.
too, charcuterie.
If you want to know more about depression, just read it all on my blog. That's literally 98% of it.
We'll do another episode about that.
Oh, about depression? Hell yeah, we will.
People loved it.
It's my brand.
Jesus.
not.
And mine too. Technically mine
Wow,
too.
it is the Bro Girl Therapy. The brand
Yeah.
is strong.
Anyways, we have another episode
Yep.
to interview to do.
To do. We got a to-do list.
Yeah. Plug yourself.
I'm Rose McAleese or Rose McAleese. You can find me at Rose_Edistone, Twitter and Instagram, or follow me on the new blog on theblock.com.
Yeah. us or follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or not or.
And. Come on. You can't follow Steph and then not follow. Like you have, it's like it's a twofer. Okay,
you can do both. You can do both. Follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brokegirltherapy.com. All the shit is there, and the merch is there. Go buy that shit.
The merch is there.
The merch. There we go.
Broke Girl Therapy.
Girl therapy.
That's it.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Broke girl therapy.